Thank you, Cathaoirleach, and thank you, Minister, for your response. There's a saying, if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. And, we cannot kick the ball or the can any further down the road in this debate. I'm 3 years raising this issue and issues related to roads since I came into this House back in March 2011. I'm constantly being pushed from Billy to Jack, from department to department, to local authority or whatever. But I think it's high time that we had a fresh look at how we deal with our roads. There are two fundamental issues. One is the unfairness of the amount of money that is collected in County Cork, and the Minister has referred to the larger counties supplementing smaller counties. But that doesn't wash, because the larger counties have a larger road network. It's the critical mass of population is what should be subventing where there's a more rural population. And in Cork, we struggle with a lot of areas that are very rurally populated. So I don't think the argument just the largesse of the county means that we can afford to give more monies to other counties. So I would hope the Minister will take that point on board. In essence, we still contributed 12.25% of the motor tax, and we still only got back 8.4% in the general purpose grants. I think also the department has a responsibility when they allocate huge amounts of money that total hundreds of millions of euro. There is a responsibility on the department not just to say it's up to the council to ensure that we get value for money. At a time where this country is at crisis point financially, I think the departments have to step up to the mark and take responsibility and ensure that value for the money they're allocating is being delivered to the taxpayer. The department owes that to the taxpayer. I, as a representative, have a responsibility to the taxpayer to ensure that accountability comes from the top down and not to be fudging and kicking the can down the road, passing on from department to department and to the local authority. So I would plead with the Minister that you would take a step back from this with your department and with your General Secretary and have a look at the two issues, the principal issues I've raised, the unfairness of the amounts of money collected in County Cork in road tax, and secondly, the wastage of monies when they're throwing tar into potholes and filling roads and repairing roads year on year at enormous cost, where they're expending up to 65% of the monies allocated from the departments are going on wages. I mean, that's not value for money. That doesn't make sense. And somebody somewhere is going to have to stand up and be counted for this and make sure that the taxpayer gets the value for money that they so rightly deserve. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy.